This video is covered under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, etc.
CPS was called. That is some, you know what? I just want you guys to understand. These are the same people that are always so offended by everybody, right? Don't go real life, right? But they can go real life. They can put children in danger. They can do whatever they want. And the people that keep supporting this channel, if you're in my chat, get out, right? It's just that simple. We do not support going real life here on the true crime community. If you've got to go real life, how would you like it done to you? Because let's face it, we got a lot of bruises around children's neck coming from QueenBee, aka Rebecca, you know, her home. Whether it's her child or it was her, either way, there's abuse across all these hate channels' homes. Never mind the drugs. Never mind that half of these people have had their own children taken away while sitting up here screaming for somebody else's child. If they can do it, I don't want to hear no more victimhood from these hate channels. You know what I say? The gloves are off, do it right back to them. Until law enforcement is sick and tired of this nonsense going on and starts arresting people for doing it, we all know, public records, Knox County, you can at least find one abuser, just saying, allegedly and in my opinion, because we know where they're coming from. We know who's doing it. It's the abusers on these platforms, the people that like to abuse other people, the criminals, the felons on this platform. I die. No more. That's my stance. No more. If you know who is doing this, you pick up the phone, you call law enforcement, you file until these assholes are locked up, whether it's only a 6-month probation period or whatever they have to do, start filing because until they're held accountable, it's not going to stop. You see them talking about people's private information, you file those privacy complaints. You see somebody putting personal information, you report the channel, you report that show. These are all violations of YouTube's terms of service, and you are lawfully and without fear allowed to report these animals. If they offend you, report it as offensive. If they say racist comments, report it as racist. It's very simple. You all have the control in your hot little hands to do something about it, and I hope you do, because we're sick of the fake rage, right? These people have this illusion where they act like it's all us when it's always them. Why don't they ever come up with? Let me ask you this. Let's play devil's advocate. Do you guys find it awfully funny that they're the ones always screaming that we're always doing the real life, right? Why doesn't it ever happen to them? Have you guys thought about that? Why aren't they on here saying, oh my God, CPS called on me. Oh my God, I was swatted. Oh my God, I had a police officer come to my house. Why is it always this side of the street that it happens to? Anybody ever ask those questions? But while they're standing up there saying, oh, we don't go real life, it's really funny that it's only this side of the aisle that always seems to have these problems. But the people that are screaming the loudest saying that it's happening to them never have any proof other than, oh my God, they're harassing me. Well, you know what? This girl's got CPS showing up at her door. I can tell you that Nick the Hat was muscled. I was arrested. My judge had to recuse himself because of threat. But you never hear that kind of shit going on over there. But they're the first ones to scream that it's being done to them. The proof is in the pudding. And if you want to willfully and blindly keep following them, understand what you are following. And let me find out anybody's calling CPS. I will turn your world upside down lawfully and legally. I will protest on the streets in front of your house if I find them, because I'm allowed to do that. It's within my constitutional rights, and if you are violating the law, I expose that. And trust me, I'm not one of these weak people. I actually come up and kick my feet up for it. If you haven't noticed, when I put my mind to something, we're there not for a day or two. We don't get out of our car and say, oh, F you, and run away. No. We bring a whole bunch of people with signs and a bullhorn, and we walk up and down the street and wave at people and let them know a bully lives here. If I gotta start changing my course of business and start going around and exposing all the bullies on these platforms, by God, I will do it. And there ain't gonna be a thing law enforcement does about it, as long as I'm following the law and doing it within the confines of our Constitution, which is pretty liberal when it comes to our Constitution, and that is not a threat. So go ahead and call the police officers. Oh my God, Betty's threatening us! You have no clue. You have no, and I will raise the money, because I'm sure that kind of drama, people will pay for it. People will pay for it. They'll make sure I need to get where I gotta go. I can guarantee that. Thank you. Yeah, I said a few cuss words this morning because it infuriates me. It infuriates. And I will. This is what's going to end up happening. This is going to continue to happen to so many people that we are going to remove the anonymity of reporting. That means that if you lie, you're going to be going to jail. Because right now we have anonymous reporting that's highly abused when it comes to the Department of Children and Family Service. And something that we do have the ability to change is that requirement. And anybody and everybody that is caught abusing the system should be in jail. You call about your boyfriend when nothing's happening, you get a charge. You call about somebody you saw online and lying, you get a charge. That's what's going to end up happening if this continues. I can pretty much guarantee that. Within 5 to 10 years, that anonymous reporting will be removed. How is that helping victims? Oh, that's because the hate channels don't care about real victims. They only care about drama that pays them to continue doing illegal conduct. These people are felons, just like Miss Turner. Multiple felons, people that use drugs and have their children taken away from them, much like Granny Watching has done, or like J is for Justice when she walked away from her own children to marry a guy she had an affair with on her first husband, just to have an affair on him where he chases her around the house and wants to knock her lights out. While I do not condone domestic violence, like the stuff that we hear from Miss Turner and Miss Youngblood's camp and Sing for that matter, there's a lot of stuff that I know about a lot of people that I don't come here and blast. Why? Because it's not necessary. But I retain that information because if they decide to get out of line, I want to make sure I have something that can smack them around a little bit too. I don't like doing it. I don't like putting people's personal information online, but I'm not going to protect somebody that does that to other people. And it's sad that this took 20 minutes out of our day to discuss because of the horrible criminals here on this platform. As a matter of fact, I think maybe it's time for us to start really looking at the landscape of YouTube and find out if this is really what we want to continue to deal with. Because I'm ready to start knocking on YouTube's door to correct some of this shit. I know if we did a protest at the corporate building of YouTube, we would have a lot of support. And maybe that's exactly what we need to do. Make a list of all these people that you totally misuse this platform. Get a petition and do a protest. Because while they can try to make this illusion that it's all of us, we don't need the illusion to just talk to people and show them the reality of the situation. The bottom line is why does this always keep happening to one side of the aisle and not the other one, but it's always the other side of the aisle saying it's happening to them. Yet we have no cops, no swatting, no CPS showing up at their doors, but it's always on this side. Why? I'm over it. It's time to fight back. It's time to fight back, all of us. You see something wrong? Go start looking up YouTube's policies and, all the terms of service. You see somebody out of line in the terms of service? Start reporting them. It is your responsibility how healthy YouTube is. It's not my responsibility as a content. All right. Oh, thank you, Blue Eyes. Keeping you. Continue to shake the haters off. You will be the one to come out on top. You also have awesome. Oh, thank you, Blue Eyes. It's not about coming out on top. It's just about trying to make sure people are doing the right thing and being safe, because I'm so sick of the hypocrisy here. The rules for thee, but not for me. And it's getting to the point where these people are pushing to have something happen. And eventually their behavior is going to catch up with them because somebody's going to end up losing their life or getting hurt seriously because of their, and you know what? And if it does happen to them, like somebody loses their shit because they can't take any more of their bullying, nobody's going to cry. And they're going to act like, oh my God, we didn't see this coming. And how dare you? And it's like, how you can only push people so much before somebody's going to react. Which way is it going to go? Is it going to go toward them or towards somebody that they're talking about? They're dangerous. They're violent, abusive people. And I'm sick and tired of acting like they're somebody. They're nobody. These are the bottom people. These are the trailer trash of YouTube. Okay. This is the ghetto of YouTube. These people, and people go in and support them. And it's like, these people are missing their damn teeth, can't even pay for their auto insurance, but they're getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars a year. Yet you guys act like you don't realize they're all on drugs and abusing their own children at that. And then standing up here talking about somebody else's child. It's enough to make you sick. It's enough to make you sick.
All right, that about covers it for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Make sure to turn your bell notifications on. Until next time, be well.